Alderaan certainly is the prettiest world on our itinerary. Don't let all that breathtaking scenery fool you, though. This is the most dangerous planet of the core worlds. The nobles here could teach the Sith a few things about backstabbing and assassination.
You should hide in my bunk, where it's safe.
Tempting, but I'll take my chances with the nobles. I'm reckless that way. Every so often, the noble families spill their bloodlines fighting for the throne. The current succession war is the bloodiest on record. Since the Empire arrived to put its own puppet in charge, there's no telling who will come out on top.
Who's the big shot around here?
House Ulgo seized the throne, but maybe not for long. The whole planet's a war zone. The first time I visited, I thought all the nobles were so glamorous. Then I saw the truth. These people don't know how lucky they are, or what they should do with their fortunes. They don't deserve to rule.
I don't have much use for aristocrats.
You just haven't met a good one. Maybe I'll introduce you to one, someday. Your first delivery is a piece of glaze cake. All you have to do is escort that antique power droid to House Organa's castle. Since House Organa runs this spaceport and their castle is right around the corner, dropping off the droid should be a quick run.
Got any info on House Organa?
They like to present themselves as the good guys, but they're pretty shrewd politically. You won't be dealing with them, though. The droid belongs to a couple of young nobles, Len Taran and his sister Sidonia. Decent people, all things considered.
Got it. I'd better get moving. You made a deal with a woman named Risha for this droid. I'm here to collect.
Welcome home, you ugly little thing. I mean the droid, of course.
This is no time for your juvenile jokes. We should properly introduce ourselves. I am Lady Sidonia Taran, Herald of the Gold Aurora.
And I'm her brother, Lord Len Taran, Warden of the Eternal Flame. Please call me Len.
It's an honor to meet people with such fancy titles.
Titles are a credit a bucketful here. If you want one, I have a few I'm not using.
My brother and I are all that remains of House Taran's noble bloodline.
One of Alderaan's more reprehensible pedigrees, House Bayless, slaughtered our family and seized all our holdings.
You still have this old clanker, for whatever it's worth.
This droid holds new hope for us, literally. Centuries ago, our ancestors hid something inside it for safekeeping.
Pirates absconded with the unfashionable machine generations ago. Tracking it down has consumed our family since before we were born.
What that droid contains will rebuild House Taran. But we need instructions to safely open the hidden compartment. It's rigged to explode, you see.
The instructions are at our family's estate, now occupied by House Bayless's forces. Without those instructions, we can't pay you.
Are you looking to hire me?
You're obviously talented at acquiring things.
The instructions we need are in a datapad of Taran family history at our estate's library. If you retrieve that datapad, we'll add a substantial bonus to your payment.
And there are some additional family heirlooms we'll pay you handsomely to recover while you're there.
What am I looking for, exactly?
They'll be the valuable-looking things surrounded by guards.
Len, it's time for your meeting with House Organa. Don't keep their counselors waiting this time.
You just want this handsome stranger to yourself. Next time, dear sister, you get to beg our hosts for their table scraps.
Have fun groveling.
I never grovel. I flatter. Goodbye for now.
I couldn't face another dreary meeting with House Organa's counselors. Thank you for sparing me.
Glad I can be of service.
For someone so rough around the edges, you seem very kind. When I was a girl, I dreamed of adventuring among the stars. What's it like, living that life?
Come to my ship and see.
That would generate no end of gossip. This is already quite a breach of etiquette, you know. An off-world man calling on a lady in private. People will talk.
Face it, you can't resist me.
I'm often drawn to things I'm not supposed to have. Regardless, I've kept you from your business long enough. Please take care of yourself out there.
Rumors are filling the hollow frequencies of a daring robbery at our old estate. You've set a lot of tongues wagging.
House Bayless is missing a datapad from their new library.
I'll let my dear sister have the honors. Never could decipher that blasted thing.
It's a simple code, woven through the genealogical entries. You just have to assemble the letters correctly, Len.
You're obviously the brains of this family, Sidonia.
She's also very talented on the violflute. Oh, and a gardener, and a poet, and...
Len, do shut up. According to this, we must pry open the droid's ventral servomotor housing and disable its lateral conduits. The holochip is hidden within a false power storage unit behind a detonite charge, entering the disarm code. I've got it! After all these centuries, we finally have our proof. The information on this holochip proves House Turan is owed a considerable number of credits. When the other families hear of this, we will reclaim our status among the nobility.
All that from a little holochip.
It's shocking what they can fit on those things.
Then take this data and have it authenticated by the Royal Council. I'll see to our benefactor's payment.
I'm sure you will, dear sister.
I suppose you'll be leaving soon. You don't seem like a man who stays in one place for long.
I always have time for a gorgeous lady.
There's a charming crudeness to your romantic gestures I can't help admiring. One advantage to being an honored guest at House Organa is access to their finest food and drink. I can arrange a special meal for the two of us. We'll eat and talk about your adventures.
What happens when I run out of stories?
Why don't we start a conversation and see where things lead? Follow me to the parlor. We'll pour ourselves a drink while we wait for the food. Aren't you glad you decided to stay?
Why don't you leave all this behind, Sidonia?
That's more tempting than you know. But my place is here. I owe it to my family's legacy. I promised myself a long time ago I would live my life without any regrets. Thank you for letting me keep that promise.
Any other promises I can help you keep?
Thank you, but no. This datapad contains your payment for delivering the droid. It's the schematic for a powerful anti-radiation shield invented by House Turan. The shield will protect your starship from lethal cosmic rays. You should give the datapad to your business partner, Risha.
What's she gonna do with it?
Build the shield, I believe. I assumed you knew all this. I also have your reward for recovering our family's heirlooms. I'm especially grateful for those. You risked your life for House Turan, and we'll never forget that. Farewell.
You got House Turan's schematic. Perfect. That wasn't too bad, was it?
Ask me again when the bruises heal.
I sense there's a long story to go with those bruises. Your next delivery is to take that head in the jar to a sniveling little stuffed shirt named Pima Ahuf. Pima is at House Alda's estate. You'll have to sneak through some tough battle zones to get there.
What else do you know?
They're Alderaan's original rulers. They've lost most of their political power, but none of their snootiness.
Can't wait to ditch that creepy head. I swear its eyes follow me around the cargo hold.
This is one delivery I recommend keeping covered. Let's not upset the locals any more than we need to. Good luck, Captain.
Guided tours of House Alda's Royal Museum are closed until further notice. Scoot along and don't be a bother. Otherwise, you'll answer to security.
Do you want this head in a jar or not?
I most certainly do not. Get that disgusting thing out of my sight. I mean, really, what sort of buffoon brings a counterfeit head and expects payment? House Alda has already obtained the head of Darth Bandon, thank you very much. It was genetically authenticated by one of my conservators yesterday.
Maybe this Darth Bandon had two heads.
Don't be ridiculous. Yours is obviously a forgery. Cadrith? Cadrith, come here.
Yes, noble curator. How may I serve your impeccable rectitude?
Where is Neva? I want her to run the genetic authenticator on this head and prove it's a fake.
I haven't seen Neva since she authenticated the other head yesterday, noble curator. I sent a message to her holo, but she never replied.
I need you to test this head for me, Cadrith.
I'd really rather not. It's quite ugly.
Cadrith, perform a genetic authentication on this head at once. Compare the results to the head we received yesterday.
I beg your patience, noble curator. This process will take some time. I'm afraid we have a slight problem. This head is a 100% genetic match for the Sith Lord Darth Bandon. I retested the head Neva verified yesterday, and it does not appear anywhere in the genetic authenticator's database.
Somebody owes me an apology.
And someone owes me an explanation. Captain Skavak, this is Noble Curator Pima Ahoth speaking. I demand that you return the Arcanian hyperdrive at once. The head you bought it with is a counterfeit.
Sorry, Pimi. I have a strict no refunds policy. Hey, Captain. You're a little late to the party.
I should have known you were behind this, Skavak.
I promised you'd regret crossing me. Hope you don't mind, Pimi, but Neva's taking an early retirement. She's too gorgeous for life in a museum.
What? You menace! You corrupted that girl!
Wasn't that hard, trust me.
You won't have much use for women once me and Huey get done with you, Skavak.
You still got that giant vibra sword? What are you trying to compensate for, kid?
Corso doesn't have anything to prove.
Oh, forgive me. I didn't know you two had gotten so close. Wish I had a hollow of your face right now, Captain. That expression is just priceless. Have fun eating my vapor trails.
This is unthinkable. Skavak has committed a grievous affront to House Alda.
Send some guards after him, fast.
I'll inform House Organa's spaceport security, but I can't guarantee they will intervene. Skavak received the Arcanian hyperdrive at the spaceport yesterday. If he's still there, he must not have finished installing it. Skavak cannot leave Alderaan without a functioning hyperdrive. Hurry, catch him before he escapes.
You didn't waste any time, did you, Captain? Bet you ran quicker than a Varactyl on hot sand. Not that it mattered.
How does he always manage to get away?
Yeah, sorry I can't be there in person, but my sweet little Neva is very sensitive to violence. Don't worry, though. My friends here will show you a good time.
What's wrong? Afraid to face me yourself?
It's just... this way I can watch you get slaughtered from every conceivable angle. Isn't technology wonderful? Captain, say hello to Sergeant Teutonian and his men. They were working freelance for the houses, but now they work for me.
You hired a whole army to kill just us? I'm honored.
The Sergeant has graciously accepted my contract, on very short notice, I might add, to vaporize you.
I'm giving you mercenaries one chance to surrender.
Skavak didn't tell us you were crazy. We should have charged extra.
Once you're buried, I'll pay my respects to Risha and collect what's mine. Goodbye, Captain.
Hit it, men!
You're either the luckiest shot in the galaxy or those were some seriously unlucky mercenaries. Guess I'll erase this holo recording.
At least send me a copy of that holo first.
What? For your scrapbook? Look, I hate to cut things short, but I got a swanky new hyperdrive to install. Love that Arcanian tech. You take good care of the rest of my stuff, Captain. I'll be coming for it soon.
Just found out what's happening. Sorry I'm late. The good news is, I tracked Skavak's ship to House Thul's spaceport. He must have gone there to finish installing that hyperdrive. There's still time to get him.
Is Skavak a fast mechanic?
He's handier with words than he is with a hydrospanner. The Empire controls House Thul. Skavak has landing clearance from the Imperials, but you'll have to sneak in on foot. Luckily, someone here owes me a big favor. I've arranged a meeting to sneak you inside that spaceport and get the hyperdrive.
What if I don't make it back, gorgeous? Will you miss me?
Don't be ridiculous. You always survive. My contact is at these coordinates. Oh, and there may be a way we can profit from this whole debacle. House Alda still wants the head. That pompous gasbag Pima Ahuf will probably pay anything to get it.
My ship's cockpit needs decorating. I could hang the head there.
Add a couple of matching throw pillows. Could be nice. Good luck, Captain. I'll be waiting.
Hello again, Captain. I understand Skavak has escaped. I was, truly sorry to hear that.
I still have your head. Got anything useful to trade for it?
We got off on the wrong foot, didn't we? I apologize if I was rude before. You must understand, the head of Darth Bandon is a priceless artifact. He was the Sith Lord who murdered one of Alderaan's noblest sons. Centuries ago, Trask Ulgo bravely sacrificed himself in combat with Darth Bandon. Trask's martyrdom saved the Galactic Republic.
What keeps the head fresh looking after all these years?
When Darth Bandon ultimately fell in battle, Sith acolytes preserved and enshrined his head. Despicable people. Alderaan's current king is of the Ulgo family bloodline, and he reveres his ancestor Trask. The remains of Trask's murderer will be the perfect peace offering to our king. House Alda must have your head, so to speak.
This is a pretty weird peace offering.
You don't have to understand the subtleties of our politics. Just know that it's vital we reach an agreement. Any payment in credits I give you for the head now will have to come from my own funds. I'm not a wealthy man. Please, I beg you, for the love of peace and posterity, please accept my offer of what little I possess.
As long as I get a haul jets out of here, fine.
You are very gracious indeed, and a credit to your profession. I must deliver this head to Baron Alda at once. Thank you for your understanding. Farewell.
Chonki faguta, jiho poda ji oto vokise.
What did you do to bring down that much heat?
Poya toka changa goptula do bata wana wanki. Se gota do muti ki hasa da puño, lis di woto. Kupa tonti toki maki chisa chubolo wawuni.
If I needed luck, I'd already be dead.
Kabanotase makipuna, mali tuta odmishka. Kichawa joto du debita tuta ulya, nuja.
Where's Skavak? I'd like to chat.
Nakag agib kikbenabab. Neya agam berakaki. Bomo gala apayang. Nilama imi amka amgap. Naya narangkam. Kala ama mani mami. Libikbak.
You got suckered by one of the galaxy's great con artists.
Manub meraka naja. Kinamabam. Yak manala. Bragam nemya inubuyin. Kamamka amkananya. Beraka karam kara. Ninyamak oramag yang megik.
Give me the hyperdrive and you can go.
Bimkanaya nugan. Jinim naya lak umnan mege.
Thank the stars. We're in desperate need, and you're the only one we can turn to.
Everything was fine when I left.
I'm afraid events have quickly turned against us in your absence.
Duke Bayless was offended by your visit to our former home. He's demanding satisfaction. The Duke is sending his son, Zin Bayless, Alderaan's finest marksman, to challenge me to a pistol duel to the death.
Isn't House Organa protecting you?
The Organas think we deliberately sabotaged their peacemaking efforts by attacking House Bayless. They're refusing to intervene.
My brother never mastered the art of the blaster. He can't possibly face Zin. Unless we find a champion to take Lin's place, he's as good as dead. Please, will you be our champion?
Just how good is Zin?
He's fought 25 duels to the death. In each one, he fired a single shot.
Maybe he just got lucky. You could break his winning streak.
You're about to see a real live hero in action.
I knew we could count on you.
Please come to House Organa at once. Zin will arrive any moment, and you must be here to meet him.
Just in time. We were, about to start without you.
Ah, House Tehran's champion finally arrives. Is this common thug truly the best you people could do?
Nice robes, pal. Sew them yourself?
Inform your simple-minded servant he should not speak. I have no compunction about killing your second first.
Your fight's with me, Zin, and I think your robes look stupid, too.
Ha ha! He looks like rancor droppings bundled in shimmer silk.
You must be the vermin who invaded my family's home and stole our property. You've saved me the trouble of hunting down and executing you.
I didn't save you anything, pal.
You saved my brother's life.
Not only that, you did it with style. Where did you learn to fight like that?
Little here, little there. Mostly I make things up as I go.
Ah, so you're classically trained?
There are no words to express our gratitude. This reward will have to suffice.
I'm glad I was around to help out.
The immediate danger has passed, but it's not over yet. My brother and I must flee House Organa. It's only a matter of time before House Bayless makes another move against us.
Why don't you come with me? It's probably safer.
For us, but not for you. I'm sorry, but it's better if we go. Captain, we will always remember you as our champion. Farewell.
I've never been so happy to see a starship part in all my life, but I'm even happier to see you in one piece.
That was the craziest run I've ever made.
Then you haven't made the Varsunian run of Pt.4. I have to hand it to you, Captain. You not only took care of business, but you made Skavak look like a fool.
Admit it. You're falling for me.
I don't mix business and pleasure, Captain. Of course, someday we'll run out of business. I'm glad we're done here. It's funny, I can't help thinking Nok Drayen would have hated this world as much as I do. Legend is, Nok was descended from royal blood. They say that's how he got to be king of the galactic underworld before he died.
How did this guy wind up worm food?
Every spacer, pirate, and gangster from Abrogado Ray to Yavin has a theory. Some say he was shot in the back by a Rodian. Anyone who actually knew Nok will tell you that's ridiculous. Others say he was killed by his most trusted lieutenant. A few say he died in his sleep.
What do you think happened to him?
I think the galaxy is full of people with too much time on their hands. I try to ignore them. It won't take long to wire the Arcanian hyperdrive to the ship's engines, and the anti-radiation shield will be a snap to build.
Is there some way I can pitch in?
Like hold my hydrospanner? No, Captain. But thanks for offering. I'll have those upgrades online in... Wait. Hang on. Oh, this ought to be good. Hello, Skavak. How's tricks?
Just fantasizing about killing you and your friends, sweetheart. Want to hear the details?
Sorry I missed you at the spaceport, buddy.
Haven't you learned yet, Skavak? Cheaters never win. We're leaving Alderaan with all the prizes, and you're, well, stuck being you.
Have fun while it lasts, kids. The end of the ride is coming soon.
You know that old saying, it never rains but it pours? Today it's pouring holocalls. I'm getting one from Tatooine of all places. Durin, I haven't seen you in forever. I'd love to catch up, but this isn't the best time.
Someone took Ardila. Said I'll get her back in pieces if you don't come. Pieces! You have to help me.
This guy a friend of yours?
I've known him and his wife since we were kids. Durin, I won't let anything happen to you or Ardila. Calm down and start over.
When I came home from work, Ardila was gone. There was a man waiting for me. He said unless you want to be responsible for Ardila's death, you'll meet him at an old Zerka mining complex in the Chini Rift. I don't understand, Risha. Why is this happening?
It's a trap, obviously. But my odds of surviving and getting Ardila back alive are a lot better if you help me spring it.
I like your sentimental side.
Enjoy it while it lasts. I only show it once a year. Durin, stay on this hollow frequency. Let me get in touch with some contacts. We have to play this smart. Alright, I dug up everything I could about the Chini Rift and that Zerka mining complex. I'd say we've got a 50-50 shot at coming back alive.
That's your idea of good odds?
Considering how the rest of our trip has gone, it's not bad. Chini Rift has more holes in it than a chunk of Biss cheese. The Zerka mining complex sits over a network of caverns. Zerka sealed the complex's mine shaft when they left, but didn't bother with the ore processing chute. You can use that to get inside.
And then what? That man will kill Adila if we try anything.
I'll keep this mysterious kidnapper distracted by surrendering to him, while my friend sneaks up behind.
I don't like this. Using women for bait? What kind of man allows that?
Are you getting sweet on her? Is that your problem?
I don't even like her. Doesn't mean I want to see her hurt.
If you care that much, Corso, feel free to jump in front of any blaster bolts coming my way.
What can I do to help?
Nothing. I'm not explaining to Adila how I got you killed. Just wait outside and be ready to give her a kiss. I marked a route through the caverns to the ore chute, Captain. I'll give you a head start to get in position.
You're the simple girl who caused His Majesty so many sleepless nights.
There's nothing simple about me.
Then I'll see to it your torture and execution are as complex as possible.
Risha, what are you doing here?
Let her go, and you can do whatever you want with me.
Unfortunately for your Togruta friend, I'm to leave no witnesses. Besides, this planet offers precious little else in the way of entertainment.
I'm having a blast myself.
You were instructed to come alone, Risha. I don't know how this fool slipped past our perimeter, but he won't save you.
This fool is the best shot in the galaxy. How good are you?
I swore to my liege you would die here, and I keep my oaths.
Sorry, pal. You made a promise you can't keep.
Feel free to start shooting, Captain.
Kill them!
Adila, get down!
That man kidnapped me because of you, Risha. He was going to kill us both. Why?
It doesn't matter. I'm sorry for what happened, but it's over.
You're sorry? He held me prisoner for days, threatened to kill me, and you're sorry?
Adila, when I heard the shooting, I thought...
You thought wrong. Show her how happy you are to see her.
Never letting you out of my sight again.
I'm all right, Shuren. But I never want to see Risha again. We're done.
I just risked my life for you.
She wouldn't keep a secret without good reason, Adila.
I promise I'll explain everything to you someday. Have I ever let you down?
Risha told me you're like a sister to her.
We've been through a lot. That's what made this so horrible. I need to get off this stinking planet. Get a bit of distance, think.
Here, take these credits. They'll get you off Tatooine. Help you start over someplace better.
I'll want that explanation someday, Risha. I'll let you know where to find us.
I hope so. Thanks for taking care of these scum, Captain. The galaxy is a better place without them.
You gonna be alright?
I'll be fine. I'm always fine. We're done here. See you back at the ship. We only have one delivery left to make, Captain. Set course for Nar Shadda.
I thought we'd finished our business on Nar Shadda.
I needed time to set up this deal. I'll explain when we get there. Have to give credit where it's due, Captain. You've done an amazing job delivering this cargo. I always knew you would.
We've had quite a ride.
It's not over yet. No one has ever come as close to finding Nok Drayen's riches as we are now. How will you spend all that reward when you finally get it?
I was thinking I might hire an army of Wookiees.
What you lack in practicality, you make up in style. Your last job is taking the men and the carbonite to these coordinates. It's a restricted area. Only us and the buyer will be there. That's right. I'll help you negotiate this deal personally, but don't worry. I'm sure you'll do most of the talking.
We're finally teaming up, huh? Interesting.
The terms of the deal are very specific. If I'm not there, you don't get paid. I'll run ahead and make sure everything's in place. Meet me there with our friend in the carbonite. Use this access card to enter the restricted area. I'll see you at the delivery point. This is a big moment, Captain. Bigger than you probably realized. I've waited 10 years for it.
What is this place?
A private medical facility. So private, it's only ever served one patient. Dr. Chayla, let's introduce the captain to the man in carbonite. Begin the procedure.
Estavolab megmindig uge. Oze disazos homaleban. Zogalatot-teni azertoje.
How long has it been?
10 years. I'm sorry it took so long, but I finally have everything you told me to find.
Come closer, Risha. Let me see you.
I'm different now.
Not that little girl constantly underfoot. Now you are my heir, my legacy.
Captain, meet my father, Nok Drayen. I believe I've mentioned him once or twice.
Heard a lot about you, Nok. If you're not dead, were those other stories made up too?
What does it matter if people believe them?
Sorry I wasn't completely honest, Captain. I promised Father when he entered Dr. Chayla's hibernation treatment I'd never tell anyone the truth.
You're a good liar, I'll give you that.
Trust is a vice for the weak. I learned that the hard way. 10 years ago, one of my lieutenants deliberately infected me with a disease. It's deadly, incurable, and eating me alive.
You replaced the infected parts with all that machinery, right?
I've done everything to stop this disease, but it's never been enough. Soon, the illness will consume my vital organs.
Rumor is Jedi can heal anything.
The Jedi proved uncooperative. I killed 3 trying to learn their secrets. But that is not our present concern.
I lied about my father, Captain, but not his lost fortune. That's real. And thanks to all those starship upgrades, it's yours. You have the only starship in the galaxy equipped to travel where the fortune was lost. No one else can reach it.
There is a region of space beyond the Outer Rim, called the Long Shadow. There are no stars, no light, no life. Just a derelict starship drifting into a massive black hole. My fortune waits for you there.
I'm sorry. Did you say massive black hole?
Few spacers have seen the Long Shadow and survived. They describe it as a vast darkness, slowly consuming the galaxy. I will give you the coordinates to the derelict vessel. You'll fly into the Long Shadow and board it. Retrieve the vessel's reliquary and bring it here. Risha will take a single item. The rest is yours.
I don't even know what reliquary means.
Think of it as a treasure chest filled with the sort of wealth that never goes out of style. My daughter will stay here. I have things to tell her, and my time grows short.
Be careful out there. I've gotten used to seeing you.
You ready for the ride of your life, farm boy?
Can't believe we're doing this.
The derelict vessel is at these coordinates. Go now.
Warning. Hull integrity failing. This vessel is entering the Singularity's event horizon.
I'm thinking we should make this quick, Captain.
Let's find our treasure and get out of here.
Vessel disintegration imminent. All crew advised to abandon ship.
Biological entities identified. Beginning mandatory royal edict playback.
I, King Eric Drayen III, find my throne under attack. Traitors aim to take what rightfully belongs to me. The wealth of Dubrillion will not fall into the hands of my enemies. Instead, I will remove it from their reach. My royal executioner droid will sabotage this vessel's hyperdrive and exterminate you, the crew, to ensure there is no rescue. You served me well in life. In death, you will serve me better. Goodbye, my subjects.
Royal edict playback complete. Initiating execution protocols.
We're not the crew. We're, tourists.
Understood. Secondary objective. Protect treasury vessel from unauthorized access.
I knew this conversation was going to end badly.
Executing. Now.
Hey, Captain. Bet you're surprised to see me.
I'm only surprised you had the guts to face me in person.
Let's say you've earned my personal attention. See, I've always believed if you can't beat him, join him, and then beat him. So, I stowed away back on Nar Shadda. Funny thing about Wookiees, they got great big lungs. It only takes a couple of breaths of happy gas to knock one out.
Note to self, invest in some better locks.
Oh, you won't be needing those anymore. I want to be civil about this. Sure, you've made my life miserable, but I don't hold a grudge. Really.
You should have quit while you were behind, Skavak.
And miss all this fun? Not a chance. Bottom line, there's nothing you have that I can't steal.
I'll always be more handsome than you, Skavak.
The ladies already love me. Why tamper with perfection? Enough witty banter. Time for you to die.
Captain, I've been meaning to ask. Did you happen to... when you fought Skavak, was Torchy there?
She's all yours, Corso. Use her in good health.
Oh, Torchy! It's good to have you back, girl. I'm not letting another man touch you ever again. Thank you, Captain.
Zero esu karzo. Ani aglok tak a fas emelkintik.
I wasn't using it anyway. Besides, our captain has returned.
You made it.
Open this thing before it's too late.
Give me the reliquary. I want to see these treasures before I die.
The Long Shadow was quite a place. I have no plans to go back.
You've seen the end of all things, Captain. The darkness waiting to embrace us. I'll enter the code my father taught me. And there. Such a simple act to fulfill a lifetime of effort.
Congratulations, Captain. Nok Drayen's lost fortune is yours.
With one exception. Take the crown, Risha. Claim your birthright. Restore the Drayen dynasty as rulers of Dubrillion. Wear the crown and rule that world.
Your whole crazy treasure hunt has been to get some kingdom back?
Our kingdom. And revenge on the usurpers who stole our throne.
Remember those assassins on Tatooine? They were sent by the current king of Dubrillion to end me.
This king isn't gonna roll over just because you have the crown.
The crown of Dubrillion commands the respect of millions. She'll have plenty of allies.
Will they be enough, Father? Can I really do this?
If you're going to rule a world, Risha, you'll have to do questionable things. This is my final lesson to you. In the grand scheme of things, one spacer is meaningless. Keep the reliquary and its wealth. Kill him.
Kill me just like your grandfather killed the crew of that ship?
This wealth is designed for royalty, not usurpers or fortune hunters.
Father, no. The captain is a good man. I care about him.
You, useless child, spent too many years without my guidance. You're weak, powerless. Everything I've done, the blood I've spilled, for nothing. This is not how it's supposed to end.
Dispose of my father's body as he instructed, Dr. Chela. You are released from my family service. I'm sorry you had to see that, Captain. My father was sick.
I appreciate you not trying to kill me.
After all you've done, that would have been highly ungrateful. You're a wealthy man, Captain. That reliquary holds more than just family heirlooms. Merchants will be killing each other to buy what you're selling. Not sure what I'm supposed to do now. Everyone I've met from Dubrillion has tried to kill me. I don't have an army or a star fleet. I'm supposed to take over a whole planet with just a crown.
I'm sure we'll come up with a brilliant plan, Your Highness.
I have a feeling you're just in it for the money, but I can live with that.
Figures you'd be sticking around, Risha. You're like a Minoc that way.
I'll make sure all the right people hear what you did today, Captain. It's the least I can do. Besides, famous starship captains attract profitable opportunities, and queens in training can never have too many credits. Let's hit the hyperlanes.